Hi everybody, and welcome. We're just going to do a few checks, and we're going to get into it. Venture capital auction number 5. Number 5 is alive, so hope you enjoy the thumbnail there. Bit of nostalgia for a great movie. Number 5 is alive, and so we're going to check that out. So here we are, just waiting for the feed to come through. Typically gets there before I do, so pretty neat. Here we are, number 5 is alive. A great celebration of venture capital auction number 5. Pretty cool. So just check that one out. So welcome everybody. Venture capital auction number 5. More wrapped Bitcoin divs coming your way. So pretty cool indeed. Hopefully we'll have a few of the moderators on, Alex and Andreas. I think at least Alex will be good. And so welcome. It's fun times. Let's check it out. We've got 23 minutes to go before the end of this regular auction, day 132, and then we've got day 133 starting with the VCA. So pretty cool indeed. Now I'm just going to post this in the chat, so make sure that that gets seen in the chat there, and go for gold. I actually had the wrong icon on there, so never mind. That's the way it goes. So yeah, let's put that in the chat there. And voila. Still got the old picture there. I don't know why it takes ages to get the old picture. So delete that. It's got the old picture on there. It just takes a few minutes to for some reason update, so I'm not sure why that is. But that's the case. So if you want to, hi Patricia, nice to see you. So if someone wants to paste the link into the Discord, feel free. My icon's not working properly, so not sure why that is. Let's just paste that away, and let me try it again. And we'll go, let's check out, I'll try and get the actual stream ID. It's showing that it's up, but it's not showing when I put it in the chat, so no, it's still showing the wrong one. Very weird. Wrong picture. Anyway, so that's how we go with that. Let's paste it into the other chat, and I'll put it into Discord as well. And let's go for that. So we're still counting down, pretty laid back at the moment as we gear up for this. A few technical live difficulties as we go. So let's. I've even lost where I'm at the moment. So that's how you go with that one. There we are. So that's cool, and I'll close out of that one, and we are moving on. So welcome again, and 5 of us watching there. John Atkins, morning. Morning, Patricia, morning, Superman, morning in the UK anyway. Yep, and Patricia says hi back to John. So very cool. Nice to see some of the regulars. Obviously, we're going to be live on as Superman, as my YouTuber blogger profile, and going to be on Axion today on Saturday. So that's going to be fun. Friday American time, I think, in the morning, 1 a.m. UTC time on Saturday, 1 a.m. UTC. So pretty cool. And I've got that in the community post, so you can check that out if you want to get on that link. Yeah, and Patricia says it's almost 2 a.m. there. I'm going to sleep soon here in Texas, USA. Texas, the great state of USA. That's a pretty cool state. You're lucky to live there. It's a great place, and yeah, it's probably one of the favorite states. Hey Alex, hey guys, just put in more 555 stakes. Oh, nice Alex, well done. More wrapped Bitcoin divs for you. Getting in on number 5 is alive. So if you remember that movie, number 5 is alive, put number 5 in the chat. If you remember, number 5 is alive movie. It's a great movie. So here we are. We're sold out in this regular auction for hours now. So maybe most of the day. I can't remember when it got sold out, but it's been for a long time. 26.57. It's completely sold out. 43,000 versus 37,000. In fact, if we go to the Axion dashboard, we can see that this auction is completely sold out way. In fact, it's actually the market price is auction price is 13.27% higher. So that means that's higher than the 10% auction discount and higher than the 10% referral that you receive for 10%. So you really need to self-refer. If you're self-referred, you'll still be up about 6.63%. So there we are, folks, and at least I got a nice sign there. Auction is sold out. I think that's a nice courtesy to people. So just some of the new people need to be educated as soon as they get in the front door if they're going to enter into these auctions, just to make sure they're not bidding in when it's gets oversold. Just in time for the next auction, Alex says, yeah, that's very wise move. I wasn't born in Texas, came here in 2007. Nice. Hi Alex, hi Patricia. Mine were from Hex gains, swapped to AXN and staked for 555. Nice one. Yeah, we're going to look at Hex. Let's have a quick look at Hex while we're here. Hex is going to do a breakout from the looks of it. Here we are on Hex, and we've got it up at 0147. So I think most of us are Hexicans here anyway. We do have a lot of Hex, and we're there at the beginning, and obviously we're Axionites now as well. So look at this, 0147. Looks like I can have a breakout. Now we had the target. The target's been for this for some time. I've had this for a long time, and that is if we broke out of this, we're looking at between 4 and 10 cents range as a breakout. Looks phenomenal, but watch be some crazy stuff in there as we move back up there. Major lift from there is my expectation. So we'll see what happens there. I see that gas is down 85, 95 Gwei. That's nice to see a little reprieve there. So we'll have a look at the gas there. Look at the gas down there at the moment. So we broke that 100. Nice. So the transaction's obviously a bit on lower on the exchange. The market's just a bit moving sideways, as it were, at the moment. So we've got a few comments in the chat there. Mr. Axion is back. Welcome, Mr. Axion. It's great to have you. Love Axion. Great token. Absolutely. Texas and Florida are the only remaining sane states in USA. You're absolutely right, Alex. Hi, Mr. Axion. Hi, Patricia Steer. Yeah, perfect time for gas price drop. Perfect time. And you got your 555. That was like real good play. A friend in Australia just staked for 15 years as well. Nice one. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. So there we are. Pretty cool. Mr. Axion, your video stream is sharp as today. I appreciate that. Having a few troubles with the actually getting it added to the Discord, but hey, there we go. So if someone wants, Alex, if you can post the link to this video in the Discord, would be helpful. Having a bit of trouble with the icon updating, so that'd be useful if you could do that if you're able to. Mr. Axion, I like your name, Mr. Axion, very cool name. Aussie Axion, yeah, nice one. So pretty cool. And we're counting it down. Number 5 is alive. So if you've seen that movie, number 5 is alive. So we've got the 5th venture capital auction. Put a number 5 in the chat. I'd like to see that. See how many of you actually know the movie. Number 5 is alive. So pop that in there. Patricia says, yeah, Alex, I'm so glad to be in the fresh state. I ate at a restaurant today, no mask. It said you didn't have to wear one on the door. The staff wore them. All the patrons did, not me. Well, you know, the old argument is how small is an atom, because you think about it. I'll leave that one out there for you. I'm sure those masks are small enough for little things to get through. You'd probably need some sort of those super lab suits, those white suits. Keep it out of your eyes, out of your mouth, out of your ears. You probably need something of that standard to actually stop anything coming through. Almost one of those radiation suits. You know what's remember the movie ET? Had all those guys with the alien in there, and they had all the white things and plastic, a bit like that. So, but nevertheless. Michael Jackson was before ahead of his time. That's how we put it. I live in California. Weather is great. Politicians here are insane. They would keep everything closed for years, only reopening because we are recalling the governor again. Yeah, and I saw that he was out at a restaurant too, saying one thing and then out doing another. It's a typical thing. Got to go to the country club and the living the high life stuff. so here we are at the moment. Let's just quickly check. So there we are. We've got the gas. We've done the hex. That hex is definitely looking for a breakout. Looking for a breakout. Look at that. Yeah, that's looking good. I wonder if the OA wallet will drop in there, drop a few ETH in there, just to pop that out over the top. Seems to be going there itself anyway. So let's have a quick look at. We've got the Axion price here, 00037. Obviously, we're getting a few people on the chats and on the Telegram getting a little upset with the price pullback. Obviously, you know, prices pulling back's never fun, but all the fundamental metrics behind Axion are going in the right direction, and price will take care of itself. We've had another whale today. We've got 3 whale wallets with over 1 billion Axion in them. The one of them has decided to sell off about 350 million today, so that's added to the reducing price. So we've got a bit of that going over. So yeah, and we've got a few comments here. Rules for thee, for not for me. That's right, Alex. Mr. Axion, Hex is rocking. Yeah, it is. Hex will break out over 1.5 cents soon. Yeah. So my target range is between the 4 and 10 cents mark. I can see it easy. So Richard talked about at the beginning of the program, it's 1.4 years in. He talked about 10,000x within, let's say 3 years. And we're 1.4 years through, and so 56 cents from the low of January the 4th would be 56 cents if it gets 10,000x from the low of January the 4th. Obviously, the project launched 2nd of December 2019, but to get to 56 cents would be 10,000x from that low. So that's the ultimate price. But I've seen some pretty incredible price formulas that have really got sustainability that quite easily get over time. Obviously, they've reduced the liquidity, moved 3/4 over into USDC, and so they've been able to manage the pullback of Bitcoin, Ethereum pullback. So it's some clever moves going on there, and now you're getting a lot of buy pressure coming in. People are sort of getting onto it and going, okay, this thing's a strong deposit, and let's get onto it. And so that there is a lot of those things are going to happen for Axion too, because all the metrics are heading in the right direction with the staking. So it's pretty important. Hexologist wants $2 by the end of the year. Yeah, well that's 40,000x. I mean, it's possible. I'm just a squid in Hex. I found out about it late, but I made up for it by getting in early, says Patricia. Well, at least you're in. Patricia. You're in it to win it, because if it gets those sort of returns, you'll be very happy, I'm sure. Banks are giving you what, at best 0.5% at the moment, maybe 0.8%, depending on where you live, what country and stuff. Moon math, Alex. Moon math. That's it. We're heading to the moon for sure. Hey, so welcome to the chat, everybody. Obviously, we're just counting down the auction to close. This auction's already sold out. The day this one's already sold. So this is a regular auction day. That means over 100. That means 100 million Axion was in it, and basically it's day 132. It's pretty much sold out. 27 ETH, 3.8 Axion in it. So that's where that's at. Or 26.57 ETH, so it's slightly higher than what I said. Let me hear what number I've got in there. No, that's right. So that's what I said. So, and then we've got 85 million more Axions being distributed. So on a regular day, 80% of the Ethereum, so 26.57, goes on to Uniswap and buys Axion, and that goes back to all stakers. So that equates to 85 million, which is $31,705. So that's more dividends that all you stakers out there have got. So pretty cool. And the other cool thing is the auction is sold out, which means demand's going well. All the regular auctions are getting sold out really easy and early every day now. And so you definitely want to self-refer yourself at this stage when you're getting these auction price 13% higher, because that you're going to make about a 7% gain net over the market price. So pretty cool. And it's nice to see gas pulling back at the moment. I've just got this little gas thing. Was it standard is 96, slow is 90, which slow is 90, but it's 10 minutes. Standard is 96, 3 minutes, and fast is 106 at circa 1 minute. 115 Gwei is 15 seconds, so that's sort of a kind of thing. But Alex doesn't care because he got in just at the right time with the gas from the sounds of it. It pulled back, and we've got this nice gas chart pulling back right down the bottom here. So congrats to you, Alex, smart guy, making the good moves. So pretty cool. Alex says, Patricia, for me it's opposite, early in Hex but late in Axion, only because Hex free claims. Yeah, true. Well, that's how I got in Alex too. But I love how this project is changing, maturing. Um, yeah, so that's true. All right, so let's get back to where we're going. We're going to, so we had a look at Hex. Hex is looking for a breakout at the moment, and it's going to be a super breakout probably. And what else we got? So we've got the auction going at the moment here. This is the Axion Today dashboard, so this has got a lot of data on it. We're going to go through that. But here we've got the actual staking platform, and it gives a slightly different view of the auction. It gives you the 90% sellout, which is what we call a sellout, 90%. The reason why we say 90% is because on top of that you get a 10% discount to the market price through the auction price. But if demand goes over 90%, that starts to disappear. Once it gets to 100%, which is the total amount of Axion available is 37,000. So once it gets to that 100% mark, then the auction discount's gone. And once it goes over that, and you can see that we've gone over that, so we're gone from sold out to an oversold position, and so now that means that it's starting to eat into the 10% referral discount that you would get normally, and so that's in today's oversold auction. That's so oversold that that's gone too. You still get the 10% Axion bonus, but the discount to market is gone. So you would have been cheaper to get onto Uniswap today. But if you'd self-referred yourself with another wallet, then you'd still be up 7% versus buying on Uniswap. Pretty cool. Also on a regular auction, you have to stake a minimum of 60 days. Now, and probably in 7 minutes' time, we're going to start the 5th venture capital auction day, and that you have to stake for a minimum of 120 days if you enter that. But you get back 10% in wrapped Bitcoin instantly to your MetaMask wallet, and the 10% discount from the auction market price to the Uniswap market price applies as well. But of course, if the auction gets oversold, then that will also erode. But you always get the 10% wrapped Bitcoin on that one. So that's really for new people, not for our seasoned Hex Axionites. So pretty cool. What else we got here? We got in the chat. Alex is loving how Axion's changing and maturing. Absolutely. So it's getting some incredible stuff. The team's doing some brilliant jobs. In 2021, it's been rocketing for Axion, and the price will follow fundamentals. So I'm not too worried about that. I got away with a couple of 90 Gwei transactions, $7 to approve, $68 to stake. Very cool. Well done to you. That's pretty good in the historical sense. You free claimed Axion. I was too late to free claim Bitcoin with my late entry into Hex. Says Patricia, Axion was more generous to Hexkins than Hex was to Bitcoiners. Haha, 10,000 Hex was not much in the early days. Alex K per WBTC. Yeah, so I free claimed my Hex. I qualified, and I ended up, but that's all been staked for 15.2 years, so that's earning wrapped Bitcoin now. So pretty cool. And because the interest got added to the principal of the Hex free claim, that's all just sitting there. That's really nice. Mr. Axion's loving the Bitcoin Axion. Absolutely wrapped Bitcoins. More's coming up, Mr. Axion. It's coming up soon. So you're going to enjoy that one. So here we're going. We're 5 minutes to go on today's regular auction, regular day. This is day auction 132. So the project's still young. People talk about Hex 2T and stuff, but that's old school now. And we've still got a few of those whales liquid around. So we just still have to encounter some of their sell-offs if they decide to sell off. Some of them may decide not to. So we've got 3 of them that are over 1 billion at the moment. I presume we know that we have high confidence that a lot of the others all in a whale are staked 15 years or have a good staking ladder and are in the whale club and also on the board of directors. And that actually strengthens the project over time. So it's good to see some people seeing the long-term view rather than selling down the price at the moment. But if we were to get the whales to move on, probably be a good time to get them to move on at a stage. Now, I did post we'll look at this after the close of the regular auction, but we'll look at some of Scott Prius's comments on Discord today. Were pretty cool, so we'll check some of those out. Let's have a look here. So I'm just going to copy that in. Let's have a look. Try this again. Live now. Let's go. Yeah, it's got the old picture on there. I don't know why. It's weird. I did change the picture, so not sure why it's showing up like that. It's a bit crazy, to be honest. That's YouTube for you, not updating things when you've updated it. Let's see whether this works. Oh, well, that's not updating. But anyway, it's got the old picture on it. Who doesn't really matter. It does annoy you when you set things up and they're not going as they should, just because YouTube hasn't rendered your thumbnail. So there we are, 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. We've still got that same number, so people aren't entering, which is good to see that they've stopped entering. Now let's go down to the auction that's about to start. It's going to be auction day 133. And it's going to be the 5th venture capital auction. We've got 821,642 in there. So that's a big number. 1,034,821,642. Currently worth $385,719 at the current Axion price of 0.0037276. So that's where we're at. That's about to start in 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So it's counting down live time here. Pretty cool. And let's have a quick check some of the comments here. Mr. Axion, although I really comment, I enjoy your channel as my favorite Axion channel for updates and consistency. You're an underrated YouTuber. Oh, I appreciate that, Mr. Axion. Alex K, it's amazing they are missing out on all the wrapped Bitcoin by keeping the Axion liquid. It is. So, but once again, I think that because they got it so cheap, Alex, and they're probably thinking, is this the best time to take their profits? So that's maybe why they're staying there. They may be looking for a breakout on this, so we'll see, and we'll see whether there's 2-3 whales there. But once again, they're looking at $600,000 sitting in their Axion for most of those three, give or take. So that's 1.8 million. We've got 7.1 million in the liquidity pool, so that gives you a bit of numbers there. Presumably, hopefully, it's only one of them that's selling down at this stage. So we'll watch the space. We've got lots of. We're going to look at the customer numbers later. We had a real good bounce in the week customer numbers, so we'll watch that as well. And obviously, marketing's only really still ramping up. Still the testing going on. Some people think that when you push the marketing button the first day, that there's suddenly it's going to ads everywhere or something. And that's for amateur hour. So really, you need good marketing to actually get the knowledge and then ramp it up with really targeted, really effective marketing. That's the way you make most of your dollars. You get way more value from that, and which is exactly what the team's trying to do. So we are expecting something this week. Punky was talking about, so look forward to that. Hey, so welcome to the channel, everybody. We're just about finished today's auction, the regular auction. So we're just waiting for that. That's less than a minute to go now. 100 million in there, 26.57 ETH, way oversold. Well, let's go to the other view on Axion Today dashboard. I've got another. Oh, all these people max sharing. Stop max sharing while I'm live streaming. Just kidding. That's pretty cool. So auction price is 13.15% over, and we've got 37 seconds to go. So there we are, folks. Auction is sold out. Boom, boom. We're getting these sold out all the time. So there we are. So we're counting out 30 seconds. Hope you guys got your latte. We've got a few things to comment about when we finish this and open up the new 5th venture capital auction. Wrap divs for 24 hours as the Ethereum comes into the auction by bidders. That could be you, that could be me, could be somebody else. That 85% of Ethereum is used to buy wrap Bitcoin and give it to the stakers. So if you're staked, you'll get that. Obviously, the longer that you're staked, the more you'll get. So there we are. 1 second. We are closed. Well done. That's another auction closed. Auction 132 is done and dusted, and that's a good result. Pretty cool. We're waiting for the new one to come up. So here it is going to be the 5th venture capital auction. Very exciting. 1,034 million in there. Pretty neat. And we will wait for that to update here as we start the new auction. Our current price is 0.0037. So that's our opening price is 0.0037 at the moment. So we'll watch that space and see where that goes. So yeah, watch that one. We'll just some people are starting the taking it from the starting price with the Fibonacci, but I've just got it starting from the price movement up. So that's where we're at the moment. Let's just wait for that. So waiting for this to refresh. I'll just refresh the browser. Number 5 is alive. I'll probably end up watching that movie now that I'm saying it so many times, and I've used it for the theme of this live stream. So there we are, 1 billion. Auction day 133. So we're still young, still early, 133. And under the new punkonomics / tokenomics, we've got 1 billion and 34,821,642 worth $385,719. And we've got no Ethereum in there. It's just started. We're just in the first minute and a half. It's counting down. So if you're going to enter today, if you enter this this venture capital auction, you will get 10% wrapped Bitcoin back. If the auction's not sold more than 100%, then you will also get a auction price discount to market. The other thing is that when the auction closes in 24 hours, you will need to withdraw that. So there's a ETH transaction going in. Gas fees are on the lower side at the moment, 90 Gwei. So there's an ETH fee going in, and then there's an ETH fee to withdraw and stake at the end of the auction. But you don't have to do that immediately. You can leave the winnings in there on the auction page until you want to. There's no penalty for leaving it there, but obviously you're going to miss out on wrapped Bitcoin and AXN dividends, and you're also going to the share rate will go up as well over time, so that means you'll get less shares. So you've got to weigh up all those variables. Gas is obviously on the cheaper side at the moment, so pretty cool for that. So there we are. We're going to wait until we get some Ethereum in there, and meanwhile we're going to cover a few quick topics that we like to do at the end of the day. We're going to go onto the Axion Today dashboard, and we're going to cover over some of the overview for the ecosystem. 276.7 billion Axion in total supply, 64.8 billion in liquid. So that's dropped. That's quite cool from memory. I think that was up 66 or something. 211.9 billion staked. Yes, that's going great. And we've got 76.57% stake, so that's definitely up from yesterday. Pretty sure we're at 75.5 or something. So pretty cool. Crypto rank is obviously dropped to 548, 35 million market cap, 22,354 stakes, 9.48 million per stake size. Average stake length is 1,870 days, which is like 5 years. And the share rate is 1.123, and that's the thing that goes up pretty much most of the time. We're waiting to see the white paper to see the maths behind that, but that's understanding at the moment. So pretty cool. Let's just drop down there. So that's that one. We're going to go to look at the customer numbers, and this is a key one. Customer wallet numbers. I keep saying customer numbers, wallet numbers. We're going to check that out. So we've got 8 for the day, which is obviously on the low side, but for the week we've got 487. We have currently on the active, we've got 11,177. So that's the number we're going to watch over the coming weeks and months, and just be patient with as marketing rolls out. It's being done very smart in stages to get the most out of most bang for buck, as it were. So let's have a look at the overview. So the overview is we've got 452.3 billion shares. That's outstanding. And remember, at the beginning of max shares, we started off with like 240 billion, and so now we're up to 452. That's amazing. That's really great. And max shares is at 77.66 billion, so we've crossed over the 77 billion. That happened without me watching, because I wasn't watching that part. So it's 77.6 billion. And 5,423 stakes. So max share culture is still going, and that's where we want it to go head, and people will get their wrapped Bitcoin. We're starting off with 28.53 wrapped Bitcoin from the first 4 venture capital auctions. So watch that build up over 1.5 million. We're going to add to that today. 15 Bitcoin, 790,000 at the current price has been pulled out as dividends by all the stakers. So congrats to you for that. Max share day, this is the number of Axion per a million shares that you have, is 167 for day 131, so that's a little bit behind, 1 day behind. And there we are with the live live auction. This gives us a different view. So they've added new information, which is really cool. Required to sell out now 238.45 ETH. So that you know that what that is. It's great to see. And we got 1 billion in there, $385,000 waiting for some ETH to flow in there. You get 10% instant wrap Bitcoin back to your wallet. 10% goes to you, 85% of the Ethereum goes back to stakers as wrap Bitcoin, and 5% goes to the team for staff and marketing and other costs, which is pretty neat. That makes it very sustainable for that over time, so very cool. Now we've got the auction price is currently sitting at 9%, but it's probably 10%. Just takes a little while to calibrate. It does change with the market price as well. So the Uniswap rate is 4.3 million per ETH, and the auction rate is obviously better, close to 10% higher, 4.7 million per ETH. And so you got that benefit plus the 10% wrap Bitcoin back to you if you want to enter the auction today. Obviously, I always say get into the auction towards the end of the day, especially if you're a smaller player. Get in towards the end of the day, make sure that the auction price and the Uniswap price are in your favor. But once again, you get that 10% wrap Bitcoin back. So pretty cool. Once you have, at the end of the auction, you withdraw and stake, and then you will also get future wrap Bitcoin and Axion from your staking. So it's a pretty win-win all across the board there. So pretty cool. Still waiting for some ETH to come in there, and nice. And let's have a look at the price at the moment. We've got just at 000369. We've got 7 million US dollars in liquidity, 1.1 million daily volume, so that's up. That's cool. And 2,196 wrapped ETH, and just under 9.6 billion Axion. And obviously those pools have changed, switched around with the price moving around. And then total transaction 38,000, so that's up, and that's really quite cool too. And you can see some of the transactions going in there. We had a lot of string of buys there. We probably around the auction times, VCA will get some different behavior at the beginning and at the end during the middle of the day. So it's going to be interesting to watch as well. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We did note that Hex is looking at breakout, and so that's looking interesting to us. A lot of us own Hex as well, so we'll watch that one. Let's just check the announcements, and we'll check that and see what that is. Let's have a look. So we haven't got any update at the moment, but the other thing that I wanted to point out was that the team has locked their liquidity again for 180 days, and you can check that on the announcement here. So I don't think I've mentioned that before that I recall. So pretty cool. And the gas price is at the moment looking on the cheap side, so we finally broke below that 100 nice strongly. So it's a good time to do some stakes, early staking, whatever you're going to do, top-ups, in staking, withdrawals, transfers, Uniswaps, that sort of thing. Try and time it. We might even get lower than 80. It might try to drop down again. Let's see if we can get that. It'd be really lucky. So I hope you enjoyed that sort of wrap up. Let's have a quick look on the chat. Just John Atkins, yes, deserves many more subscribers and likes. Superman always brings energy to the room, says Alex. I appreciate it. Very lovely comments. Thank you. Mr. Axion is right. I like Mr. Axion. Well done, Mr. Axion. And thank you, Patricia. Can you go into detail how to use a referral code? I find it hard to explain to people. Use yours as an example. Yeah, so if you want to get into the venture capital auction today, you can use the referral code. It will take you to the platform. So it's in the video description. I do have a process for buying and getting into stuff below if you want to get some Axion off the market. If you've got under $1,500, we typically recommend buying on Uniswap. So the steps are in the video description for that. If you want to get into, if you've got over $1,500, we generally, I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day, but we generally recommend going into an auction as long as it's not sold out. And I always recommend going in at the end of the day. So you might want to, if you do that, if you hit the link below, you'll actually come to this page, and you can get, there's a copy of the referral code immediately in the video description, and that will bring you to this page. And basically you just connect your MetaMask wallet. You put some Ethereum in that MetaMask wallet. So MetaMask wallet is an extension on a browser like the Chrome browser, and you can then put in your Ethereum in here. You can cleanse send max. It will go over to your bid, and then you can just bid a part of your wallet balance or all of it, whatever. Obviously, you've got gas fees taken into account. So gas fees are a fee that will be required when you make the transfer. Click send bid. When you send bid, it will go into this pool here, which we've already got 65.91 Ethereum in there. I just saw that. Oh my goodness, 100 grand, and we just started in 10 minutes. 100,000 bucks. Oh my lordy. Number 5 is truly alive. There we are. That gets a bit of energy going. Far out. That was exciting. So that's what happens anyway. You put your Ethereum, it bids in there, and then below this you get a my bets line, and it will show you your entry into the auction. At the end of 24 hours, you can then withdraw and stake, and so that will cost you an Ethereum transaction too. So you got one Ethereum transaction to go into the auction, and another one to withdraw and stake. Out of a regular auction, you will stake minimum 60 days. Out of a venture capital auction like today's one, where you get $1 billion in there, you will minimum stake for 60 days. So pretty cool. And yeah, now regular auctions have 10% Axion bonus if you use a referral, and this venture capital auction today, you get a 10% wrap Bitcoin. There's no referrals, so I don't get a referral from that, but in the regular auctions I do. I would get a 10% referral bonus on top of that. So would you? You'd get a 10% referral bonus by using the link on regular auctions. Now regular auctions are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, and the two venture capital auctions are Tuesday and Friday. And the regular auctions have 100 million Axion in them, plus a bit more. The venture capital auctions on Tuesday and Friday have 1 billion or more in them. So that's pretty much how they work. Pretty cool indeed. Now I've got some news coming out on the AXN Today show when I go live there, so I'll be able to see that. But look at this. Let's go back to the Ethereum that's just jumped in there. 65.91 Ethereum. Very nice. 106,000 US dollars. Pretty cool. That got Alex excited as well. Alex was probably lying in bed. Now he's jumped up. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, and let's quickly go to the Axion Today line. We've got a bish here, 3 into the auction there. Let's see whether we captured it. Let's go to the activities. 60 ETH came in. So 60 ETH came in from this wallet. Pretty cool indeed. That means that 96,816 came into that wallet. 9,643 went back to that person immediately. So that's in their wallet now. So they put 60 into the auction. They have got $9,600 back immediately. And then out of that 96,800 they put in, 85% went back to stakers. That's 1.56 a Bitcoin has just gone. That's wrapped Bitcoin has just gone to all stakers like you and me. And if you're new to Axion, this is the excitement that you can get part of. It's $81,967 US at the current price of Bitcoin. So pretty cool. If Bitcoin goes up, then that all goes up. Stake bags go up. Pretty cool. And then we can buy more Axion to get more wrapped Bitcoin stake bags. So it's pretty cool. So that's cool. Let's have a look at this, see whether we can, don't know if I've got that on my list there, but that's pretty. We also had another one there with 3 ETH go in there. They got $500 back. We got $4,000 distributed to stakers. We've got lots of max shares going on there. Pretty cool indeed. I like it a lot. And so yeah, that was cool. One. So nice. So there we are, 63. So we also obviously had someone else put in 2.9 Ethereum is there as well. So it looks like at least 3 bidders have gone in there so far, and pretty cool. Now we need $384,000 to sell to get 100% sellout in the auction. That's all available auction. We need 349 to get a technical sellout at 90%, so that you still get your 10% auction price discount to market. But we're already at 106, so that's pretty nice. And I do like the dashboard view here. Let's go back to that. This is the excitement that you get from venture capital auctions, folks. Really cool. Look at that. Stakers up to 30 Bitcoin already. Woohoo! We just jumped big time. That's so cool. So we're at, you saw it was just below 1.5 million. Now it's almost at 1.6. So that's pretty awesome. And if we get a third wave on the Bitcoin, you could see these numbers just rocket up. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, I'm loving that. So let's go back. I think I'm on the wrong page here. Let's go to overview. Go right down the bottom. So there we are. So 10% auction discount. If you go into today's auction, you can use the link below. You will get the 10% wrap Bitcoin back instantly to your wallet. We just showed you a couple examples, a big one as well. So pretty cool. And you may even get that auction price discount as well. You will have the minimum stake 120 days, but obviously a lot of people are staking for 15 years. That's 5,555 days. So pretty cool. Congrats to everybody. Cheers to you. Now we need 172.21 ETH required to sell out. So pretty cool. That's what's left. So this is a new measure. This is brand new today that I've seen. And so we needed higher, but now we've just had all the Ethereum go in there, the 65. So now it's down to 172 to sell out. So we're going to get there. And then this is going to have a nice new new sign, warning sign saying that it's sold out. and so that's trying to stop bidders from entering when it gets oversold. So congrats to Axion today and to T-Dally and the devs for building in these new indicators so that people have got a lot more information and don't bid in. And so congratulations to you guys for getting that upgraded. And Alex Casey, the guy already, Alex says, nice start, 60 ETH bid, done. People throwing some serious cash into this, works as design. The guy already had 100,000 stake for max shares. He is doubling his stack with this bid, getting cheaper Bitcoin today. Absolutely. So that's the other side. If Bitcoin pulls back, you get more. Obviously, the higher the Axion price goes, the more Ethereum that's going to require to all things considered, more Ethereum required, and therefore more and if Bitcoin stays low, Axion, then we're going to. So we probably have days where that goes reverses. At the moment, obviously, Axion's a bit softer, but if that reverses, then you could see numbers change very quickly. So this is exciting at this number. Imagine it if the price was up at 0007 or 001 price for Axion. That's in US cents. So imagine that. That'd be, that's where it's heading. And obviously, we saw Master Priest Scott talk about revising on 10th of March based on Punkonomics, upgraded tokenomics, and the incredible staking, that net staking. So we have, prior to this auction, we had about 5.2 billion Axion minted, and then up to there, but we've actually had net staking at 12.4 billion. So we're well over 2 times the minting. So we've got new coins, but we've got most of those are being staked, which means they get destroyed. So we're well ahead there. So pretty neat. Patricia says, I wonder who put in 100G. I don't know. Do you know them, Patricia? I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't look at the account. So I thought Alex might do it, and I think he did have a quick look. So there we are. Super exciting here at Axion land. This is the most exciting. Who gets to have this all the time? Pretty awesome stuff. We're going to have 104 venture capital auctions per year, and obviously as the price of Axion increases, more staking happens, and more wallets come on board with the marketing. Then the numbers are going to switch around. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Alex says, yeah, his first entry was early February. Cool. So that's pretty neat. Relatively a new guy. Interesting, says Patricia. So it's pretty. We've just got it creeping up there. 66.91 now. So we're down to 171.15. Could you imagine if this sells out in like 2 hours, 3 hours? That'd be crazy. That'd be some crazy stuff right there. But let's have a look at. If we think about when Wise did they did a 2-month launch, and they had auctions all the time. They got up to some auction days where they had 2,000-3,000 Ethereum in there, Alex. So that's a pretty big number. That 337, guys, I wonder if it's one of Scott's investors, but he's got the same game theory figured out already, 100% max shared. Wow. Yeah, I was thinking that. It's possible. Scott's obviously, he's I think financial advisor. He's got a lot of big, high-valued customers. So I can use the word customer now properly. And so they may have people coming in. But you're going to see this completely change because they're not just targeting crypto markets, so ETH, big ETH whales. They're targeting traditional markets. So they're targeting business investors, bigger corporates and stuff like that. So they are targeting different stuff. They're obviously using mediums that are not typically used by crypto, international business services, Danger Digital to do the online SEOing. So there's some different stuff there. You can see the bids coming in here. Fisher's bid in 1 ETH in there, so that topped that up to 66.91. It does take a minute or two to show up as the notifications, but it's there. Obviously, when a bid goes into the auction, it has to get processed, goes to Uniswap, buys wrapped Bitcoin. So when we say the Ethereum goes, all the Ethereum that goes into these venture capital auctions goes onto Uniswap and buys wrapped Bitcoin, the whole lot. And then that wrapped Bitcoin is then distributed to the 3 parties: 85% to the stakers, 10% back to the bidder, the person that entered the auction and paid the Ethereum, and then 5% back to the Axion Foundation team for marketing, staffing, development, stuff like that. That's in addition. Obviously, the the Axion Foundation also has a dev wallet which is on the Ethereum blockchain. So it's pretty exciting. Now, obviously, Axion also pays for professional moderators in Discord, Telegram, so that's really great, and they're all very knowledgeable and very helpful, and that gives you the professional service. So they're really changing the game on crypto product offerings, not only a certificate deposit, but really moving out to mutual fund. So it's really fun times to see, and it's actually probably takes a few people in crypto land to catch up with that because they're used to investing in high risk DeFi and stuff like that, NFTs and things like that. But this is actually quite a standard product in banking, certificate deposit, mutual fund. So it's far more, and as long as you get all the metrics heading in the right way, like anything, you always need enough people in the system. And once you get to enough, then the system starts, sustaining itself. So it's pretty cool, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. So there we are. Whoa, we just jumped to 79.91. Oh, whoa. Oh, this is the super exciting number 5 is alive. Venture capital auction. I keep talking and I missed this giant ETH just jump in there. So now we're at 79.91. Oh my goodness, we only need 158, and we're only, I've scrolled too far up. I forgot the clock. We're only 22 minutes into this 5th venture capital auction, and we're already up at 79.9, and we only need 158. That's some crazy stuff right there. Alex K says, so I saw some fish withdraw a couple of pennies worth of wrapped Bitcoin. Seems strange, but turns out unstaking automatically withdraws your wrapped Bitcoin as well. At the least, the very unstake, if I remember. That'd be correct, because that's what happens in mining. So if you go to top up your mining and the liquidity on the mining page, it will actually pay out your current Axion dividends to your wallet, and then it will start again. So, by the way, I'm doing a video on liquidity mining. I've been asked by a couple of people for that. I typically haven't done a lot of it because it is more high risk reward versus doing staking and auctions. So, but I am doing one, and I have just talked about impermanent loss, which you can face doing that. But there's a lot of upside too. Obviously, if Axion heads to the direction where we think, so actually a lot of upside if that happens. So. Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, let's go. So we're at 79.91. Let's go to the Discord quickly. Let's look up, I think it's Scott. Let me just go back here from user Prius, Master Prius. So this is Scott, the first tokenomics guy. Let's quickly check stuff here. Let's have a look here. We had a couple of really good comments today. Yesterday. Guys, I have been trading off Fibonacci's for 30 years, and right now, as we speak, we are in a perfect wave 4 bottom on the Elliott wave model. We could not be in a better position to move back up. Fibs are always used to retracement points, as well as what we can call fib extension C chart. And so we got this cool chart, and you can see that we're on the 4th Elliott wave with the 4th. And so talking about a 5th wave, and a 5th wave is normally really big, step the other way. And he actually gives us a help with where he thinks it's going to go. On my chart, we will easily make cannot tell you the time frame, which is always the difficult part. And also, this is also what I call a fractal wave, meaning we will see wave 5 about 161.8 from where we are today. But once we get to that wave 5, this whole wave count will be what I call a fractal and repeat itself until we hit 1 cent or higher. So very bullish stuff there. So don't be too concerned about the price. And like I said, all the staking measures go in the right direction out there. And so the road to he's got 001, but he meant 1 cent. The word 1 cent is clear. We keep adding more wallets, and we keep distributing AXN. Once we have more newbies, then we shall start to outpace the sellers. So he's really talking about some of those sharks and a couple of those liquid whales. AXN cannot be stopped. It is a snowball rolling downhill. The tokenomics are amazing, and it's normal that we have doubt when we see sell-offs, but each new wave of buyers, 100 wallets or so, creates much more distribution. If you look at Hex, so that's the other thing. If we get those whales do sell off, then we get more distribution with new people coming in. It's more even, so they have less impact on the market at any point in time. Particularly swing traders who have got big accounts try to time certain places to try and accumulate more. So those sort of things. If you look at Hex at 0013 today, which they're higher, they're at 000141 at the moment. Look at the average sales like 200,000. So as long as we keep seeing huge distribution and more wallets joining, we are golden, and that's what we've been saying. So that was some really cool highlights there. I thought you might enjoy those if you missed them. So pretty cool there. Let's go back to the auction. So here, a whale bid in 13 ETH. So that was the big jump. 13 ETH was a whale into the venture capital auction. So we'll go to that activity and check that out. Let's have a look. Let's have a good snoop. I love this activity thing. Let's go back from the beginning here. I think we've got the first one. Just got to note what it was. Let's go. I think we're here. So 3 ETH. We had 60 ETH, 2.5 ETH from a dolphin. What else we got? 0.41 ETH from a shrimp. Congrats, good on you, shrimp. And we got oh, there's some rules. Oh, that's weird. Okay, we got 1 ETH from a fish, and we've got 13 ETH from a whale. Wow, who's that whale, Alex? You might check them out because I can't do it on my screen because I think it will go to the wrong place. So yeah, it will ruin my display if I actually click on that. But that's a whale that's put in 13 ETH, 21,000 US dollars. 10% has gone back to them already instantly in real-time liquid wrapped Bitcoin. So they put 13 ETH in, it gets completely swapped to wrapped Bitcoin. Then the whale gets 10%, and then 85% goes to the stakers, and 5%, which you don't see on the screen, goes to the AXN Foundation team. But $17,800 or 0.33 Bitcoin has gone to stakers. Pretty neat indeed. Let's go back to that screen. We can see that wrapped Bitcoin is now at 30.61, has been raised in 4 plus the beginning of this one, venture capital auctions, and that's looking awesome. So there we are. And we're only 27 minutes in, and we've already sold 80 Ethereum into it, which is pretty amazing. And we've got 157.58 ETH left to sell out, and we're only 28 minutes in. My goodness. No wonder we're doing an extended live stream on this thing. I mean, it's too exciting. So cheers to that. Welcome whales. We welcome shrimps. We've got shrimps bidding into the auction, small little accounts, and we've got whales going in there, so it's pretty cool. Let's quickly check. Let's quickly check the. Let's go up here. Oh, where were we going here? Just trying to find the. Here's a whale here. I've got a whales count right here, but let me have a look here. So this is what I want to look at here. So we've got whales got greater than 1% of all total shares. So that was a whale. We had a shark has got 0.1% of total shares. A dolphin greater than 0.01% of shares. A fish got 0001. A crab got 0001, and a shrimp's got 4 zeros and a 1. So we had a shrimp there bidden, so they're making a bigger play. They're going in with a bigger amount. So that was cool to see. That is awesome. That is awesome. Don't forget, we've got these trees going in. We're planting trees with 1%. That comes out of the regular auction. So we've got 5 of those a week. So it's really cool. And that's going up. Very nice indeed. We'll just jump back to the auction here. Boom. Watch that going up. Very exciting. What an awesome start to this 5th venture capital auction. I wasn't joking when I said number 5 is alive. So apparently no one's seen that movie because no one's put 5 in the chat. So if you want to Google that, you can go Google it. But basically it's about a robot, and it's pretty cool. So Axion says, exciting auction so far. Yeah, pretty epic. FOMO building fast. I'm guessing Uniswap price will follow soon. That's what I'm guessing too, Alex. So I'm not too concerned about the price. I'm sure it will follow. All the metrics are heading in the right direction. All the tokenomics, the punkonomics, they're not just heading in the right direction, they're going there at a fast rate. So remember that the original number for 555 staking was 30 billion. And look where we are today with that. We are way past 30 billion. I mean, it's just, we are at 30 billion was the target. We're already at 77.66 billion. So we are rocketing. We're almost at that at 80, and it's just incredible. I got to the wrong page then, but we have a look here. So we've got look at this. We've got this little account here. Upgrade 175,806 to max shares. $65 that's worth. So that's cool. If you're going to pay the fee for that, which would probably be $65, then if you get price appreciation and you get those wrapped Bitcoins coming in, you know, bullish. Yeah, so there we are. That's what we're looking at there. Someone cashed out $122. They got paid. That's great. That's everything working as it should do. People getting paid, people upgrading, people bidding into the auctions, people got completed stakes. This is how it's supposed to work, and it's working really brilliant. And you can see all the things here going through. Look, all these 15-year stakes. This is 40 minutes ago, 38 minutes ago. Obviously, we just finished an auction, but you've got all these millions coming in and staking max shares. Look at that. Look at that, Alex. Look at that, Patricia. Look at that, Mr. Axion. It's crazy stuff. Ask the Owl. Check that out. That's pretty impressive. Very cool indeed. This is a super exciting day. And when things are working as they're supposed to, that's really cool. So price will take care of itself. We do have a couple of whales, and some of them may decide, hey, I'm going to stake for the wrapped Bitcoin, so we'll just wait and see. We've got 3 of them that have got over $1 billion in the accounts that we can see at the moment, and so most whales are staked. Most whales are in the board directors and stuff, and they have agreed to commitments and stuff like that, and they are actually working to give price support, doing wrapped Bitcoin buybacks, stuff like that. So watch the space on that. So pretty cool, very cool indeed. I lost the auction page again. Let me go back. Hopefully I'm making you too dizzy with this. But 30.61 Bitcoin in there. Whoa! 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 We just jumped to 86.18 Ethereum in there. Wow, that's amazing. Required to sell out now 151. This is brilliant. I love looking away and then coming back, and then it's like, what? What? It's crazy. Wait till the Axion Today app comes out. You'll be sitting on the bed just watching the thing. I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so pretty neat. Let's go back to. We're going to wait to the activity because the activity is a bit delayed, a minute or two. So it will come through in here. We'll wait for that to come in. Pretty cool. It will show up. So there we are, 86.18 ETH in there. Let's go back to the other dashboard. So there we are. You can see we've got 139,000 versus 348. 348 is a 90% sellout, which is what we call a 90%, because that way, if you sell at that point, you still get the 10% auction price discount to market, which you can see is higher than the Uniswap rate at the moment, just under 4.8 million versus 4.3 million. So we've got 100% sellout would be all available Axion, so that's 383,000 US dollars. 90% of that is 348, and obviously we've got 139,000 already, and we're only 34 minutes into the auction of a 24-hour auction. Once again, if you want to enter this auction, I always suggest going in at the end of the day, but you can enter any time on the big venture capital auctions. You can pretty much enter any time of the day. You will get that 10% wrapped Bitcoin back, and you may even get the benefit of the auction price discount, 10% cheaper, up to 10% cheaper than the Uniswap rate. So pretty neat. That 10% wrapped Bitcoin is paid immediately to your MetaMask wallet, so you get that back instantly. And if you believe in Bitcoin, one of your strategies might be just to hold it for a couple of years or 10 years, and it could be a nice retirement if you think Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million. If you don't think that, then you can always trade it. You can either go back into auction, get more, pick up more Axion, stake more Axion, and get more wrapped Bitcoin in the future. There's lots of different strategies and goals that you might have, so you can do that. But the basic thing is you can enter the auction there and get into it. Pretty exciting stuff. Let's quickly check the chat again. FOMO building fast. I'm watching this move as a kid. It's called Short Circuit. Movie as a kid. It's called Short Circuit. Yeah, that's the movie for Number 5 is Alive, the robot. That's awesome, Alex. Well done, mate. I watched this movie as a kid. Yeah, loved it back then. Now it looks cheesy as hell. That's funny. I'm sure the robot's pretty funny though, because there was a lot of comedy in it from the robot. One of them 5 for 5 stakes is mine, and one from my friend in Australia. Both last hour before the VCA started, and a little wank. Yeah, nice, smart one. And you got good gas fees compared to what's recently gas fees. So 80, 90 Gwei is a good gas fee these days. Bookie Collins, hello Bookie, welcome to the chat. Great to see you here, and welcome to all the new people watching. We've got quite a few more people watching now, so welcome to you. Subscribe, like, and hit that bell for further videos. We've got heaps of stuff happening on this channel and expansion on Axion Today's show, which is going to be on 1 a.m. UTC time, I believe. I'm going to be on that, and we're going to be launching a new platform, a part of the Axion token ecosystem. And that's all community promotion, so it's not part of the official Axion Foundation. It's just community under Axion token. We're going to be expanding on that, so we'll be going through that on the Axion Today show. They're also going to go through some of the new Axion apps, so lots are happening. The Axion show app for Axion is going to be on there too, showing profiles, and we're going to be doing stuff for Axion token channel, expanding onto a new platform as well, and that's in addition to all the blogging and marketing that we're on at the moment. So that's all just building up, folks, just warming up. So it's pretty exciting. This says, show us how to withdraw wrap Bitcoin using your MetaMask. Yeah, I'm not doing that on live stream, so Bookie, unfortunately. But basically, you have to just go to your staking page, and you just withdraw it. And it will, at the moment, at the gas fee, if the gas fee is around about 90 Gwei, it will cost you $15 and $18 to withdraw. I'm just accumulating my RIP Bitcoin, so that's what I'm doing. That 3337 guy, what would happen if one person bought all the Axion in the auction? It would get sold out, and we'd get nice wrap Bitcoin divs. Hopefully, but if someone did that, people might still go in that are not familiar with how the auction works, and that's the only thing. But no, that'd be full on bullish if one person went in. And if they staked it for 5,555 years, 55 days, sorry. Minimum stake for venture capital auction is 120 days. Yeah, so back to Bookie. Yeah, so basically you just go on the staking tab. So that's on the top left here, and you basically can then withdraw that. It's a line item wrap Bitcoin. I've got a video on understanding the auctions for beginners. Basically, that's on the platform in there, and I show you where you do that, where you withdraw your wrap Bitcoin on there, so you can check that out. That 337 guy, what would happen if, yeah, I've done that one. I think I heard rumors of a short circuit remake. Yeah, they could do it quite cool now with all the technology and the CGI and stuff. But it's nice to keep a bit of that real stuff. It's quite good. Hans Schwartz, good morning. Welcome, Hans. Good to see you again. And liked your comments lately, Hans. Very, very good ones. I saw those on the video chats. Alex K. See, that would be awesome. With today's visual, it would look amazing. It would. Short Circuit and Flight of the Navigator were my favorite sci-fi movies back in the 80s. Yeah, very cool. Obviously, they got ET. You can't really make ET. Trying to remake ET would just be... ET was so good for a time. It had a purity to it. You wouldn't. I don't think you would want to do that one again. I mean, you could do it, but you've got to get the right actor. And the kid in that, if you don't have seen the audition for the ET kid, his audition was phenomenal. It was like a genius actor just as a kid. Both great movies, which makes me hesitant if they do one. Yeah. And Patricia says, this is a great day capped by the Axion Today team recording a show with you as a star in a few hours. That's true. That's not far away. So once again, I've got that on the community post board when I'm doing that. So that's not far. Just in the next wee while to show with you. To be shown on Monday's show as a premiere. Yeah, that's right. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I totally agree about ET. Yeah, I hope they don't touch ET in many ways. I just think it was just a purity of a movie, and it wasn't necessarily my favorite movie, but I appreciated it. It's really, really great. The 80s was full of great movies, so the 80s is hard to beat in terms of great movies. There is a video of the kid from ET auditioning for the role. They made him cry, and it was real as hell. I know he was remarkable in that audition. It was just phenomenal. You think? It was just so mature. It's bizarre. It was really quite a genius thing. But like those, violin kids that can play the kids at violin, or kids that are 3 years old that can speak like fluently almost and do mathematics and stuff. Pretty interesting. What was the girl off Taxi? The redhead off Taxi. She is one of the 15 or 20 people that have almost perfect memories. They can remember the emotions, what they were wearing day after day after day, right back through most of their life, and it all just lines up in front of them. And so you say, what were you doing there? And they go, they even remember all the lines. Like she remembers on Taxi, she remembers all the lines that she had on Taxi. She's just phenomenal. What shoe color of the dress she wore or stuff like that. It's really quite amazing. So here we are, 89.18 ETH in there. So it's pretty cool. Let's go back and see if we can find out what that new one is. So we had a shrimp stake, 11.5 million for 5,555 days. See, folks, this is huge. And there we got there, dolphin staked 1 million for 14 days. So little ones. So cool. A shark has bid 3 ETH into the venture auction. Pretty neat there. So that's where we got some of the extra stuff there. We got so after we had that 13 ETH, we've got 2.7 ETH, 3 ETH, 0.57 ETH, 3 ETH. So those big ETHs going in have really spurred, I think, have spurred a few more people to pile in early. So pretty cool. But we have had very bullish. The last one was very bullish as well. So let's have a quick look at the previous results for the completed auctions. So we first had our first VCA on the 12th. We had 1 billion and 13 million. We got 288.97 ETH, so 3.5 million Axion per ETH. And obviously the market conditions are different on each day. Then on the 15th, on the 16th, we had our second one. Hopefully I'm in the right order here. Maybe I've missed one there. The 12th, yep. The 12th, and then on the 16th, we had 269 Ethereum for 1 billion. And then we had, I think I'm missing a day here, am I? No, and then we had the 19th, the third VCA. We had 1 billion and 14 million. We had 246 Ethereum in there. People got quite a good rate that day, 4 million, almost 4.1 million. That was a pretty good day. And then we had the fourth venture capital auction, 1 billion exactly, just about. We had 256 Ethereum in there, and they got 3.9 million, which is slightly, obviously coming back with the price to get the lower Axion price to get more. And then today, obviously, we've got 1 billion and 34 million, which is actually the highest venture capital auction out of the 5. We've got, but the price is obviously at 0.003637, and so it's a bit easier to sell out at $382,000. But obviously, if the price goes up, then you're going to need more Ethereum, all things equal, to sell out the venture capital auction. So pretty cool indeed. So hopefully that helps. Now, if you want to enter the venture capital auction today, you can use the link below. You get 10% wrapped Bitcoin back immediately into your MetaMask wallet by putting ETH into the auction, and you also will get the auction rate price at the end of the auction. That's when it gets finalized in 23 hours or so, and you could potentially get up to an extra 10% a relatively better price than the market price. So you just have to watch the auction there. Once it goes over 90%, then that 10% starts to slowly decline. So let's have a look here. Totally agree with ET. What about what time it starts? Says Zov Orion. 1 a.m. UTC time on Axion Today Show. I'm pretty sure that's the time frame. I'll just pull up my channel. Pretty sure that was the time. I jump around doing quite a few things during the day in terms of blogging and stuff, so just going to make sure I get that right. There we go here. Yeah, so Saturday at 1 a.m. UTC, which is about 2 p.m. my time on Saturday, I think. So that's pretty cool. So exciting news, Axion YouTube Superman, your host, will be on Axion Today Show for Club Elite and Plus members at Saturday at 1 a.m. UTC time. This will include the big launch of Axion Today's. This is a big launch of. I've actually got an error in there. I just realized Axion. I'll just change that while I'm here. Axion tokens. New secret promotional project. The show will be available to all 3 days later, is my understanding, as Patricia was pointing out. So that's pretty cool. Don't seem to be able to refer that. Let me have a look here. No, it doesn't let me do that. So yeah, so 1 a.m. UTC. So it's not far away from now. Not sure what that time is now in UTC. Let's have a look. UTC time. Every time I type UTC, it always goes ETC, which is really annoying. UTC time. Oh, I did it again, twice in a row. It's that spell check. I wish I could turn it off. I just haven't never worked out how to. So UTC time is currently Friday 7:47 a.m. So that's still probably another 11 hours from now, or 10 no, another 22 hours from now. So pretty cool. All right, so where I'm up to there. Got to close that down. Too many browsers open. So that's on the Axion Today show. I think it's for the members, the club members, and then it will be publicly available 3 days later, I think, for everybody. So that's pretty cool. I'll be promoting it, obviously, when it links. But I'll also be doing my own show following that on the new platform. So I'll be going through all the details on that as well. So it'll be pretty cool. So 89.18 Ethereum there, looking good. We'll probably keep going for another 6 minutes. There'll be an hour and a quarter live stream, and who knows what we could get within that time. So actually, we might even go a bit further, even to 1 hour through, and then that's quite a good time. So cheers to you, everybody. Wrap Bitcoin is coming into your wallet. Congrats to you. Why so many good movies in the 80s and these days mostly crap? Yeah, it's so true. It's maybe I am no longer a target audience. That's the difference. Yeah, but they've politicized all the movies, Alex. You know, it's all got leftist progressive ideologies through it. We want just stories. We want stories and characters. We don't want political, positions in the movies. That's why they've contaminated them. That's why I don't get really heart. We want the heart in the movie. If they decide what a character is, they should decide from the beginning and stuff. Now they're just politicizing things. I'm just trying to think of good movies recently that I actually liked. The Snyder Cut came out for Superman. That was much better. Like the first one was not too bad, but the Snyder Cut was way better. Much more storytelling, much more raw. Really quite cool. Obviously a little darker as well, quite a bit darker. But the Snyder Cut was definitely the way to go. Of the Mandalorian's was fantastic. Season 1 and 2, that was fantastic. If you're into sci-fi stuff, that was Star Wars Mandalorian. And the final with Luke Skywalker was just the golden, probably the best. I'm into sci-fi, so probably the best show of 2020 was the final of Luke Skywalker turning up and saving the day and picking up baby Grogu. So pretty neat, or baby Yoda as some like to call him. That was pretty good. Trying to think non-sci-fi. I do like romantic comedies, but I haven't seen many these days that are up to the scratch. Yeah. What else has been good? I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Every person needs to be a trans person of color, or woke Wookiees won't nominate it for any awards. That's right. And they just need to decide on a character, right? They just need to decide and then make make the person real and not politicize it. Because people have different positions about that stuff. We just don't. They should just. I mean, it's fine to have some political overtones to certain movies, depending on the topic. But if you're watching like stuff that you like, even saying like Sesame Street and what those books, those Dr. Seuss books and stuff like that. I mean, it's just absurd. This stuff's absurd. Yeah, no. Well, they block actors now, don't they? If you don't hold the same views as them, then they'll just block you from work and ruin your life and all sorts of stuff. So, but not here on Axion. On Axion, we are winning with the Wrap Bitcoin, so that's all that counts. So 23 hours and 10 minutes we are in, so we're going pretty good here. 89.1 ETH. What a start to the venture capital auction. I don't see it. It's going to have some epic Ethereum come in over the next few hours, from what I can tell, based on this momentum. 50 minutes in, very exciting. So, pretty cool. Just I'll be on Discord anyway, and I'll be doing a bit of posting. I'll post this video on some of the blogs and some other stuff. So pretty cool. I've got some nice view boosts coming out over the night, so should get some really good traffic from those. And we've moved up now, moving up from been boosting basically 2x now, so moving up to into the thousands now for the boosting. So that's going to go up and up and up, and so it all depends. I've got to make that happen, and so far it's going exactly the plan. So that's going to get boost. More people that I boost it to, more views I get, more platforms I'm on, more views, and it just keeps expanding on that. So also improving the communications, the way simplifying communications more and more. So lots of stuff coming up ahead. It's very fun. Obviously, the wider community, always encourage the wider community to keep onboarding people with this awesome opportunity. A certificate of deposit, I mean, it's brilliant, and also moving into mutual funds. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's completely outpacing banks and investment companies. So pretty cool. All right, so here we are at 89.18. We're at 51 minutes in, and I want to say thank you all for watching this live stream. So I will catch you next one. I'll be doing another long live stream at the end of the venture capital auction. Number 5 is alive, so I'll catch you then. Until next time, see you and all the best, and catch you in the next one. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, everybody on the chat. Really great to have you again.